Okay, now our next box, early experience. And what early experience immediately translates into is parenting style. What does schizophrenia have to do with parenting style? We will see shortly, which is my smooth way of trying to say that I just jumped a paragraph by accident. So of course, where we begin is looking at the role of early stress in life, because that's obviously where you have to begin discussing early experience and schizophrenia. It's that whole stress model thing. We already heard one version of it, the adolescent stressor takes the kid who's just barely holding on and dips him way down. Another version of it that should seem plenty logical to us by now, prenatal stress. People who were fetuses during the Dutch hunger winter have a higher than expected rate of schizophrenia. People who were fetuses during a huge famine in China, 1959 to 1961, higher incidence of schizophrenia. Rats, expose them prenatally to lots of glucocorticoids, and they wind up having elevated dopamine levels in their frontal cortex. Have mechanical trauma at birth, birth trauma, brief hypoxia, any of those things, increased incidence of schizophrenia. This is very interesting. Back to our business, remember identical twins, they can either share one single placenta or have two of them, monochorionic or bichorionic. Monochorionic twins are more likely to share the trait of schizophrenia than bichorionic identical twins. Fetal environment, stuff's going on there. What else with that? You wind up seeing a lot of suggestions of interactions between the neurochemistry of stress and some of the abnormalities here. You know how this works. Somewhere lurking out there is a data set that's going to wind up looking like this. Bad version of the gene, good version of the gene, more and more stressful of a developmental environment. It hasn't been identified yet, but it's got to be something like that because everything's like that.